Okay, in 3, 2, 1, action. Welcome to the work of land of the work of land. Jeez, mama, they put together.
Behind the scenes, remember.
Yeah, the work of land enjoy. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, action. Welcome to the Land of Work and Joy podcast. It's been a minute. We're back again. Don't worry, we didn't go off air, just took a little break. We had a few challenges here and there, but we back, It's me, your host, Mr. K, my co-host, Blessed, and Saint J.
That's good.
Peace. What's up, gents? You all right?
Good.
Proper.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
God.
It's been nice. Yeah.
At least Saint, we met recently.
Of course.
Yeah, we had attended an event earlier.
Of course.
It was hosted by the African Dialogue by somebody we both know, somebody close to both me and Saint. Yeah, it was a very good interaction,
Yeah, it was actually very. Should have like different, or like you go and see how other people are thinking.
Yeah.
It's important.
They had some interesting topics as well. Yeah. Blessed, how have you been, man? It's been a minute.
I've been around.
Rocking up with the suits, the smart wear as usual.
Hey,
no. The smart man.
Father of smarts.
Yeah.
Smooth day.
Moyo smart.
As a smart man. Okay. I see. Okay, no, otherwise, good to see you guys. Hope you're healthy.
Yeah.
You're living well. Hope everything's been going good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We give all the praise to God.
Aye.
Yeah.
The praise to
problems.
Jah.
No one has any drama.
No. Takuri ama problems
no
zako
court
na ba
cases, no one got anyone pregnant.
No.
Thank God.
Okay.
Samdar.
Okay, that's
Size.
good, man.
Ah,
That's good.
kwesa munga yes.
Size.
Aye.
Osayo pako yes.
Sangania mimba. Mama yonda.
Okay, anyway, let's get into our discussion for today.
Of course.
First you're going to start with ECL's case, the barrier for the late former president.
Oh, yeah.
Edgar Lungu, the court hearing that was held in South Africa to determine whether his body should be sent back to Zambia for burial or whether he will be buried in South Africa. So on the particular day, that was Friday, what was the date then?
The 8th.
Friday the 8th. The South African court ruled that Edgar Lungu should be buried in Zambia.
The body should be
the body should be
repatriated.
repatriated.
July.
But soon after,
August.
the family appealed to say the court erred when issuing that statement because they disregarded the former late president's wish to say that our now current president shouldn't preside over his funeral and I think a few other wishes. I'm not too clear about what those issues are.
Okay.
So let me just read a bit from but it pretty much says the same thing that we said. The Pretoria High Court has ordered that the body of former President Edgar Lungu be repatriated to Zambia for a state funeral. Yeah. So the court ruled to say that his body should be repatriated, but soon after, there was an appeal that came through to, obviously with hopes to overturn
the judgment will change.
Yes, to overturn the judgment. That's from his family's side. Yeah, but the reactions though when the news hit Zambia, say, they're saying they're going to repatriate the body. People be going crazy on this internet.
Feelings,
Yeah, like grown men be saying some crazy things out there, like
No, it's actually a very sensitive issue.
It is, and I think people are not really viewing it like that. I get that people can be a bit, I think people have reached a point where like, not to knock. Yeah. Like personally, like I'm tired of this
of
issue.
Hearing the issue.
Yeah,
right?
I really don't want to, keep hearing about it. I'm just hoping it can come to some end of some sort, and I think that's the general sentiment from the public. The public have kind of moved on, but I think in that moving on, they've also lost a bit of sensitivity to the issue.
Yeah.
So I got some comments here. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. But what do you think about the whole appeal thing, man?
No, the appeal is necessary because, obviously they had that chance of that appeal. So for me, I feel like, okay, cool. But I wouldn't say so much about that. So my point is just like, it's okay for them to appeal.
Okay.
It's all right.
Blessed, what do you think about that?
Okay, my opinion is I think the appeal wasn't necessary.
Yeah.
Right? They're taking time to put this man to rest. Like it's been 2 months since we lost the former president. So I think for me it wasn't necessary. They should have just brought the man back. And we forget about it. It happened.
Yeah. I kind of think the same as well. Like I think it's been dragged on too long. And I think it wasn't anticipated that this would go on for so long. So I can only imagine the state that the body is in. Because your body starts decomposing. I'm not sure how well or how strong some of these embalming chemicals work or whatever. Especially that you were not anticipating that this situation will go on for long. Because I was thinking maybe like when it comes to embalming, I'm not saying that's what it is, but it's just the way I was looking at it. Maybe even for you to preserve the body, there's at a certain point you have to add certain chemicals. But once it passes that state, it's difficult to kind of like, so it's kind of gone on for too long. I think the appeal it's not a good move.
It's not a good move for them, huh?
It's not a good move. It just prolongs the whole issue. But also, again, even just with the initial judgment, I kind of had a feeling that it was always going to be ruled like that.
Yeah, even me, I thought so.
Yeah. Reason being, like, on my part is that, when you look at the current state of affairs in South Africa, one of the hot issues that's there right now is this whole immigration thing. So South African citizens have been going around. Not everyone, but there's a particular subset of the South African citizenry. So a group calling themselves Operation Dudula. So it's a movement that's kind of trying to say, South Africa for the South Africans, and, they should get rid of illegal foreigners. So it's a hot issue in terms of immigration and that type of thing. So they've been going to public hospitals, kicking out all those illegal foreigners and foreigners who are not... who they find in there with the sentiment of kind of like to say you are overwhelming our public services. So even us who have the right to use these things, we're not getting the quality care that we should get because you guys have flooded this whole situation. So it's taking out all those illegal foreigners who are like in the shops, these spaza shops and a few other economic arrangements which would typically be run by South African people. So that's a hot issue, and the sentiment they also kind of, from what I'm seeing, is kind of the South Africans feel like the government is not doing much in that end. That's why now they've taken it upon themselves to go out there in the streets. So that's an immigration issue that they're facing. So now to have a situation where you have a foreign president buried in your country, I think also kind of pours more fire to the flames. So looking at the South African government, the position there, so I'm sure they don't want that smoke. They're already trying to deal with their issues, and to have that also come and agitate the situation, it's like no. So even this whole appeal, I think it won't go anywhere.
Because even me, I was actually thinking in the same line. I was thinking... like the judgment was going to favor the government, of course. And looking at it, these countries always have an alliance.
Yes.
So
those diplomatic ties.
I think they didn't want to put themselves in a situation where you bleach an alliance. That's the reason why.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes
for
sense.
Them,
Yeah, so that was about the ruling. Because even like, that whole issue of taking it to court, like initially, I think it was bad. I think whoever was advising them should have advised them, say, okay, look, I think the best thing you can do now is, since this has happened, try to find a way you can... It was
the government that filed in that. It wasn't the family.
Okay, actually, sorry about that. You're the one who's corrected me. Rather, what I meant to say was, they shouldn't have gone the route of, trying to insist that they are going to buy. The family of the late president shouldn't have gone the route of insisting that they are going to stay there until things are going their way or they get what they require from the government and whatnot. Of course, there's, people have different sentiments. Some people think the family is entitled, like they have more rights to the body than the state or the public. Yeah. But again, I'm looking at it from, this is African politics, my friend.
This is Africa. The real Africa, of course.
There's those rules, but then there's also the personalities that play.
Oh, yeah.
So I think if they had softened up a bit, tried to reach out to the government, say, okay, guys, look, this has happened, our person has died. Let's see how we can come to some form of consensus. Bankara bakambisana, not kamsana vizungumani. That type of like arrangement, yes. So that navena vanakirirako, because there are also those pending issues that the family of the late former president have in court. So there were even certain allegations that them trying to resist bringing the body here is a way of them avoiding coming back.
Oh yeah, there was that
to be persecuted over those same issues. I don't know how true that is, but those issues are there, and like I'm saying, this is African politics. Like, you have to understand the power plays.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise, right now it's tricky, because now even the government, I think, or let me say, the people in government also are not going to take what has happened lightly.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a jab at them.
So,
probably. So, my guys, panga stanza. That type of thing.
Yeah. Like overall, I'm actually happy that has happened. I'm non-partisan, by the way.
Yeah.
But my only thing here is that, you see, even I'll put myself, if I was the president.
Yeah.
So this is the thing, guys. That's normal procedure, right? Like when a president dies, I just don't see it anywhere here where, when, or even me when I die here. I mean, if I was to be this prominent person, of course, I wouldn't say I should be buried in Cuba or anywhere else in this world.
Than your country.
Why? And then, as in, even though impact, like there's no way, like just how is that happening?
Yeah, but at the end they can't even like other people, the way other people are viewing this thing. Or rather, let me say other people. The way some people are viewing this thing is to say the family has more rights to that. But I'm also agreeing to what you're saying. Like, I kind of feel like if you're a public figure, especially when you have a president,
yes,
like, there's a certain level of your personality you have to let go.
Yes,
you are a public servant. And, some of these things must, a statesman. You must rise above the politics and do what is in favor of the state.
Of the state,
yeah. No man of like, because you see, even like when they say like some of the things they were saying, so the former late president's wishes before he died was to say that the current president shouldn't be anywhere near his funeral procession or that type of thing. That's a sad type of way to, look at things, especially when you're in that state. That's what I think, in my opinion, because, you should rise above issues. You're going out a bitter person, And I think Naftepa Koka challenge in this whole issue is to say, I think on both camps, there's a lot of hurt on both camps. But no one wants to forget that everybody just holding on to whatever, like, nah, you did this to me, you are doing this to me. So, once even have a kaka feel like, no one wants to be like, okay, now, sure. You've won, bro. Like me, I can't do this anymore. But if you had that, and which is sad, because like we said, these are the leaders of our country, the highest level of leadership. You have to exercise a certain level of, a certain level of being above things.
Yes.
Politics. Yes. Parties come and go. but the nation remains. You know, people remain.
You know,
number
Me, the first person I would say I blamed when the government and the family sat down, when they came to an agreement. The first time the body was supposed to be brought back. The first person I blame is the person that allegedly released the program, because they had an agreed program. Then the next day when the body was supposed to be brought here, the family that side saw a different program. Like, the president will be the one receiving the body. Is the person that I blame. That was supposed to be a secret. If airport, the president is there. There wasn't going to be a way they will return back. All right. So the first person I blame is a person that allegedly released a copy of the change program.
And you know, I think.
They should have kept it a secret, because there wasn't going to be a way they will return back. Namfika.
I mean, there should be secrecy in this thing.
Politics are enough to get.
So you see, you have people in the same camp, but some people are not on your side.
I think also the
look at that.
On both sides, one side to a certain degree, but
away from that, there's also not to mention name, like the link, the audio that linked. Because now I now think that audio will be used as maybe some evidence, maybe because they appealed to the Supreme Court now in South Africa. Maybe to be part of the evidence, maybe. Because then maybe they'll now think, because in the same audio they're saying the Mingarato thing. Maybe the family now thinks like, oh, maybe they did the Mingarato. That's the reason why the government or the court.
Oh, like that. I just want to ask. Sorry, maybe my legal thing is not on point. When they appeal, so that means the body is not moving.
No.
Okay,
we are
like
frozen.
And even me, that's why I have a bit of ignorance.
Because I wanted to research
that.
Like,
but I saw somebody writing, like somebody wrote something to the effect that just because you have appealed, it doesn't like negate the court order that was given. Because the court order was to say that in your body, the funeral home should relieve it to the state or whatever. But that's just somebody who was writing that. I saw a bit of that online, but I don't know whether that person is a lawyer or not. But I'm sure our legal peoples, and from the way it looks, I don't think they've released the body to the state. I think it's going to go all the way to Supreme Court.
Serious?
Yeah.
If it's December, if it's
so this thing is going. And when did the president die? The former late
I think it's been 2 months.
The late former president.
No, not 2 months.
Is it not? Yeah, it's been
maybe
1 month.
1 month and some weeks.
No,
maybe 1 month, 2 weeks. Don't you think?
Let's check.
It's
2 months.
Yes.
But it's been dead a while,
it's been 2 months.
Oh, he was dead in June. Was it June?
August,
Okay, let me just.
He died on the 5th of June. And this is August.
Then it's 2 months.
It's 2 months.
2 months and some days.
So look
he
at.
died on June 5th.
So look at that. The whole time.
Yeah, 2 months.
It's been it's 2 months. Let this man rest.
Exactly. Like let this man rest. But I if you remember them, like the way I kind of just see it, Zambia is also next year we're going to the election. So that election fever or whatever, it's already on, especially with the politicians. So I think what is happening now, a lot of things that are happening are being positioned for political mileage.
So that's political mileage now. Huh?
I'm not talking about just this issue or whatever. I'm not saying that's what it is. But I think a lot of things that are going to happen in the next few months and some of the things that have happened in the recent months are political mileage positioning. Some issues are real and what's this, but the way politicians will position themselves around an issue, they'll put it in such a way that they know how much it can advantage them.
Yes.
You know, it can put them to an advantage. So that's how I kind of see, like, even this issue. That's why it's a bit tricky also, because it's not just like a typical, you know, like a funeral. If the former president had passed on, let's say a bit earlier, let's say maybe 2022, that would have been the whole atmosphere would have been different. But because it's an election year, there's a bit of that political hovering around it.
Yeah, because I kind of agree with you. It's like both the opposition and the people in the government want to use it as a political
thing.
Yeah.
It's TikTok now.
Yeah.
It's TikTok. Like, let's see who's playing the cards right now.
Ebola.
Yeah, because actually he made like that audio. The gentleman in the audio saying like, yeah, it can actually work on their favor. Whoever was talking in that audio, like we can use it as for the political mileage. Yeah.
Yeah. So hey, man, that's crazy.
The
that's
AI
crazy.
man.
Yeah. You know, it's sad.
Seeing AI speaking Bemba and chewing some groundnuts.
But you know, again, like that's another thing that we have to go into and look into. When somebody says it's AI, we have to understand how the AI works. Okay, have you used any AI voice apps?
No.
Okay.
Like generating something off AI?
Yes.
No.
Like manipulating your voice?
No.
Not yet.
Okay. So, just a disclaimer. I'm non-partisan. If I'm a politics fan with you.
Very important
I'm Zambian first. Zambia first before anything.
Yeah.
So, when it comes to the AI thing, right? The whole issue that people are saying is AI speaking Bemba.
Yeah.
But you see, the way I think it works, or the way it could work, there's an app, one of these apps I tried to use. There was something I was doing for a client. They wanted like to kind of change up their voice to make it a bit deeper for a certain presentation they had. So the way this thing works is I do the speaking, okay? Then I feed it into the AI. I feed the whole vocal into the AI. So what the AI is changing, it's not generating the entire conversation
where you
the
other one
changing is the tone.
Yeah.
So the fluency of what I'm speaking still remains. So that way, if I've got a recording of Moses' voice, I'll speak a whole number of things. Like I'll say a whole bunch of things. Like I'll read a whole maybe paragraph or something, or utter a number of statements, and then order the AI to say, I want you to change this vocal voice to sound like Moses' voice. Just the sound of it.
And it's on point.
So then now it's going to change to what your voice, it will pick up your voice. You feed it with recordings of Moses' voice. So it will learn the frequencies and tones in Moses' voice and dress them over that. So even the fluency will go the same way. What will change now is the tone of the voice. Now it will sound like it's you. So we're actually getting in a very tricky space with AI. Because now
it's dangerous.
That's not only becoming possible for audio, but even for video now. We saw these video generated type things.
Yeah.
They're getting better by the day. So soon enough, it's going to reach a point where, like, you know, even now, there are certain things that they call them deep fakes. Where, you know, you generate a visual of somebody that is not them. Yeah. Like, you can do that. Even with the podcast, you know, I saw, like, certain clips on YouTube. Like, there's some guys who do, like, these YouTube videos where, you know, he'll speak maybe for a minute, and then after he speaks, he'll maybe just type in a whole script of what he wants the AI to say. Then it's picked up what he looks like. It will pick up his gestures, his voice, everything, and generate that entire whole script that this person has written.
Don't you think that's danger?
It is.
Yeah,
it is
it is
actually very dangerous.
It is.
That's why this whole AI thing is a bit tricky. Like, you know, A lot of people have.
But I think that is more at an advanced level because actually you have to pay for certain things for AI to generate certain things.
Yes, you have to pay, but
and you have to have a license. Yes.
But even what you pay for, like these apps, you can find some of these apps where you pay what $11 per month. You get to generate maybe 5 vocal situations, which are maybe a certain number of minutes. Yeah. They are quite accessible. We should actually do that.
Okay.
Yeah, so that we just actually go through it. So it's not something I would rule out to say what's this. Yeah. But for me, where I feel is like, nah, I just don't think people like the people around here are that sophisticated.
Yeah. No. And away from AI, like if you had the,
I don't think so.
If you if you had the
there's a lot of other things that you could apply technology to AI and all these things. But the people involved in all of this, like you don't see them applying the technology to certain things that will give them an advantage, which are not controversial. You get what I'm saying? It's like what's that man? He's a government official, the colored man. Is it Gabriel Polin? He was saying something like he was talking to one of the councils to say, like, why don't you utilize AI to generate instead of all the time trying to get people to write these proposals and all these things? Try to use AI to give you ideas to implement business, whatever, and whatnot. But you don't see people doing that. There's a lot more ways you can, use it, but it's not being used that way. So like, if you're not even using it at that level, like, who's the genius who decided we can just use it for this one thing?
Yeah.
And why hasn't it been applied to everything else?
The youth and doing things.
Yeah, but that's the thing, even with the youth, man. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that there are no people who can do it. The people who can do it are there.
Yeah.
But the people in these positions also of influence and leadership, they're a bit older. So even their appreciation of technology is not at the level which we can appreciate it. One of my friends was telling me, like, his boss, like, when he creates a file on his boss's desktop, if he moves that folder from the desktop and puts it maybe in my documents, his boss thinks he's deleted it. Say, no, I'm deleting my documents. And he's no, boss.
It's there.
Like, it's actually, he will try to,
Don't you think that's why the boss is saying that is because he's got so much to do.
I know.
Whatever he puts there, he should find it there.
No.
That could be one thing. No. But you see, again.
But I understand, like, what he's saying.
Yeah.
But, like, on the other end also, it could be that other thing also.
It could be that.
Bruh, forget too busy, bruh.
No,
when you put something where it's supposed to be, where you think you left it, it should be there.
No, like,
if I can.
No. Here's the thing. Of course, you must have an order of how you arrange your documents and everything. Not your desktop.
Because you can't dump everything on the desktop.
So, like, let me ask you a question. You leave something on the desktop, you don't find it there. Automatically, you think it's what? What is it?
Him, you think if he's ignorant and if he doesn't have certain information.
And I think, again, to put a bit more context to it,
you put more context.
It's like he will tell him, look, I've moved this from here to here.
Yeah.
But the next time he'll come, you'll be like, no, you deleted this thing.
Where is the document?
Yeah.
Or just say, it's a computer. And then on computer,
my documents. If you feel and if you feel like it's one book, but it's the generation of our parents.
I understand.
There are some people who don't even to date. Like still don't have emails.
Yes, like speaking of that,
someone without an email address.
Not even my email you. It's not even old people as now by Jeffy.
No, let them
all check Google Drive. Swazi when I'm got Google Drive.
No. And that's true.
Get a Google Drive. When you open a Gmail account, it automatically comes with that 10 GB for the Gmail.
15 actually.
15 actually.
15.
Yeah.
You see?
15 GB.
15 GB free space. And the other thing is that, like,
you can also buy
I
more
educated
space.
someone on the same. Like, it's you can save numbers on your drive, such that when you lose your phone or they steal your phone, when you replace the SIM card and put back your email, all the numbers will come back. Someone just appreciated me.
Who's that who didn't know that?
Of course.
Okay. Anyway, that's normal.
Yeah.
And also to a certain extent,
he's of certain age, 50s. So when he lost the phone,
you know what? That's all right.
Yeah,
that's all right.
No, but again, you see,
you needed some orientation.
No, bro. But you see, this is what we're saying.
Yeah.
Like, this is 2025.
Yeah, catch up.
You see, hey, bro, we ain't even about to catch up.
2025 catch up.
It ain't no catch up game. We in the dust.
Yeah.
We go where that
and you know the funny thing?
They're not just talking these things.
No,
they're implementing, they're testing, they're trying.
Yeah.
And these technologies, you know, even just from the technology we have now, like, there's a certain jump that is there. There's a certain advancement, which is bigger than the previous or even the technology that we have right now. But the people in power, the elderly people, they don't know these things. But they're not familiar with technology.
Nah.
This is like, I don't know. Maybe the better term is the same, ignorance, you know. The government sometimes, even people working in these well-established institutions, you'd find that maybe they'll be sent for some training. Yeah, but still more, they want, like, when they're back in the office, whatever they learned in the training about maybe computers and technology, they won't implement those things.
Back to the system.
Default setting.
It's back to the system that we've always known, guys. We're not switching out.
Default setting.
You know, I'm thinking, like, even some of these things that we do, like, you know, some of these public services we try to get. You know, or you got some of these officers where you want to renew your license, you want to get the license. No, system it down.
Like,
this day and age. Those are one day things.
Thank you for mentioning that.
You know? No manga.
Let him speak, then I'll speak.
Power cuts. Power goes. Zesco goes. Boom. So now, if they're working properly, the moment they switch on the you stand in the queue.
Okay.
1 hour. The system is not yet back. Like, bro, this is 2025. Can we be... we're still talking about system and network, and there's no network?
And it's crazy. You know, like
a government institution.
And that's true, you know.
How?
You know, like just to add up on what you said. Recently, I was I went to get like so I was Kurakumi Mosa. Ratsa, that side. So I was just finishing up the process that I already started way before. Yes. So they told me, like, you've taken so long to actually come back here. So now he showed me, like, say, so if you had started over, like, from scratch right now, you've seen all these people that are here. I looked at there were a lot of, like, there were quite, like, it was a number of people that were there. So you're telling me that some of these people here, they came here like 4 months ago. Yeah. So he told me, like, they're supposed to like have their driving tests, like, already going on. So he told me people come here all the time. So you know the process. Like, that man comes out nana paper. So like apunda machina, you get your paper, you go to the next room. That's the procedure. So all the time. So I said to somebody who was passing through the same situation. You know, I've been here for 3 months. Manje bafifine ndisa pano paper pa ngawanda tibapunde for machine yambi, but twice. Manje but paper and it's like na iruba. So inomba ine nala kuri banani. Mama na mukati yo ngana mukati baleni tamfya mukati. So there's not like on a room ya to uranche banana. Like, it's not easy. So mama number 3 karashani. You know, I didn't have any answers. Then kurorosha fya bantu number kozi bambini 4 months, bambini 5 months. How?
You know, anyway, there are other elements to that, which we can dive into a bit, maybe on another episode.
I think this topic is more like
we need like
some of these officers, please.
We need space for it.
Please.
And
government.
I think it's. I think it's on Friday when we went to decide. I don't want to make Silverest. Bro, like, abantu pala invited at 5.
Yeah.
But we sat there from 14, finished the process at what? 17. Vaisala, they closed the offices. Now imagine, then I said, Tavar. But when you they do the like, bro.
Tavara, but you
Tavara when
ukatambika ilioze ukambashani.
Kakambako vizungu.
Bro, this office anyway,
so
like with this topic,
we need an episode where we're going to
we'll chat about
that is going to be like government offices and
public service, basically.
Yeah, public service.
Yeah, public service.
We need better.
Please.
We should do better.
We need to do better. Yeah. So, you know, it's not just a technological component.
Okay.
There's also a big human component. Yeah, but we'll get into that on the next one.
All right.
Yeah. So that's a bit of some technology plus the ECL case that we were discussing. Even his sister became emotional.
Yeah, he's shouting in the court.
Did you translate that in English?
Yeah, of course I did.
Yeah, look, I now saw like the English. I think we've become so used with like the vernacular and so like, oh shit, like that was said about that person, and now like you put it in English, you're literally saying that. So,
no, but even, you know, me even just hearing that in vernacular, like it was already like yo, because you know vernacular more for charge.
There's weight.
English is a very light, fluffy language.
Yeah.
But umuntu ngakutuka in vernacular.
Yeah.
You feel it in your soul.
That's you.
Chimamveka kumutima mumara brain goes.
Make it specific.
The name
Bemba.
Not just Bemba. Not just Bemba, bro. Like any language like you speak.
Yeah.
A local language that you speak.
Yeah.
Somebody hits you with kaka.
Yeah.
Iwe. Banakuzapati.
There's a word bakakuuza
bus driver.
Wamakuya no kuya. Wala fuloma.
Achani ama. Astashani.
You can be
Yeah, unquotables, my guy.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like epo ingamoya toke ninserish. Nomba mtsungu tusere bakwa shanshano ko shansha. Fira mfika fya. Kwati wimbo you know. So like it's got a way of like it reduces what certain things mean and the impact of things. You know that if somebody says something or maybe like that, I'll kick your ass. Number nine can
translate it in Bemba, I'll kick your ass.
First of all, I don't even want to imagine it. I'm not actually saying it. We're going to end there.
You know, so there's
it's crazy.
Translation,
it's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
The lady was a bit emotional, but anyway, I hope she's recovered from all of that. And
because they were trying to hold her mouth like
we're
like
in
court.
In
court.
You know, like I saw.
Let them have it.
You know, like I saw something, right? I saw like a comment saying she can't say that in a Zambian court.
Yeah, she can't.
No, she can't.
She can't. Actually,
what?
They'll pick you from there.
Pick you was what?
Disorderly conduct.
Yes. Who's picking you for that?
The court.
The court.
So in the confines of the court is going to like
yes.
Not the complainant. There's no complainant.
Not even the complainant. Because now you're acting disorderly in court.
So if she said that in English, should have been picked up.
If the people understand, anyway, it depends also like how it was done and what's this, or if they heard, you know, and if it caused that much disruption and what's this. But like also in the Zambian court, like iwe. As we have a cultural context to what that means, and what is said, and then also like I was saying, like just looking at the climate that is there, you know, you are looking at people from two different camps. So there's already that sentiment to say, I know, we'll discipline you. But in court, I think, like, I haven't seen there certain to my videos, like, in quite video now, where, like, the judge sentence, like, he's trying to get information from a guy there who's you know, he's there defending himself. So he's being queried. So then, you know, he starts going off and insulting the judge and he starts getting unruly. somebody said about it kakana msendenu mulandu
Just
mukotka twa kuningira popa yapene pali mulandu
you're not even going to be
because
tried
there's
for
a
that.
certain order and respect that you give
it's
in
there
the
and
court.
then
Yeah.
what you are being
It's
tried
right
the
there
reason
and
they
then.
try you in court is because they were not there of your HT
Yes.
Yeah.
Nombapa there and then
So that when you do it right, like right there and
like
then,
who else do we need to
you
ask?
don't need no adjan.
You've done it.
No
not
need for
adjourning
evidence. You
Nothing.
it's right
And
in their
for what?
face.
We've all seen you do it.
So many
come on.
witnesses.
Yeah.
It's like someone
Yeah.
actual court for insults.
Yeah.
Then the judge is asking you, then you bust out in an insult.
Yeah,
And it's like,
yeah.
okay.
That's crazy. Yeah.
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 So
yeah.
Papa and go,
yeah,
oh,
on for
matumpa
it.
noktumpa, another
Yeah.
two.
Yes.
Hey.
Anyway, the lawyers who correct us and some of our
Yeah.
Facebook lawyers.
Yeah.
There's the real lawyers and there are those
Yeah.
Facebook warriors who know more about the law than actual
The
lawyers.
Warriors are crazy.
Yeah, so let's go into the next issue.
Yeah.
So that's Open Chats podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So Open Chats podcast is a South African podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hosts are, I think they're predominantly youths.
Mm.
They're very young
Yeah.
people. They
Probably
should be
maybe in
their
the 20s.
early 20s,
Mm.
if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So on the particular episode that we are going to talk about. So what happened on this particular
I think
episode?
it's
of the
an
Open?
episode should be 130 something there.
Ah, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
But on this
No.
particular episode, what exactly happened was that one of the hosts of that podcast,
Mm-hmm.
a young gentleman, I'm not sure what his name is,
Mm-hmm.
but he's one of the hosts on that podcast. So there's usually like 4 of them.
Is it not the man?
There are 2 guys.
Okay. Oh,
So
yeah.
the one, there are 2 guys. There's a light-skinned guy, and then there's the dark-skinned guy, and then there's 2 girls there as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So on that episode, I didn't see the other light-skinned guy who's typically there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but there's a dark-skinned guy and the other two ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. So he made quite some, bad remarks about coloreds. He was pretty much insinuating that coloreds are incestuous people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what that. Dude
So
said.
for
Say
those
that
of you
word
that
again.
don't know,
Sorry, sir.
incestuous.
Yeah.
So
I wanted you to say
he-
that word again
Uh-huh. Okay.
for viewers.
they're fond of incest.
Uh-huh. So
Okay. Oh, it's
incest
coming from that
nishi.
word.
Yes.
Alright.
Incest nishi. To
Okay.
simplify it.
Incestuous.
Incest is, yes, incestuous.
Incestuous.
yes.
So
Yeah,
incest
yeah.
bane mchibemba.
Incest, kulala na babludu bobe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
umulandu
You
umulandu
sleep with
bukuru.
your relatives, your brother, your sister. You have sexual relations within your own, family.
A taboo.
Yes. So he was kind of like alluding to that, like coloreds are like that.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
like the other girl went on to add, like, yeah, coloreds are crazy. They're not all up there, and that type of thing. Yeah. So that was what happened on Open Chats podcast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think about the whole situation, gents?
Yeah, you can start, bro.
All right. Looking at, so my first thing is my first point would be that's racism.
Yes.
The major point. That's been a racist. Like why pointing out at coloreds as if they're not humans that are fond of incest. That's not okay. It's not okay.
Yeah.
Like for the guy to come out like that, like coloreds are like that. Has he tried to?
Yeah. Like, have you met all the colors?
Yes.
Like you can't take.
Have you lived in an environment where there are a lot of coloreds?
You can't stereotype a whole group like that, And the unfortunate.
If you've seen one,
yes,
or two people, like, does it mean it's everyone?
it's
who's
everyone,
like that?
And even that whole question of you've seen it, like that's questionable to say. Like, have you even seen what you're saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Did you verify?
or did you
that?
just hear that from somebody else? Because sometimes the way certain people are, they'll hear certain things, and they'll never verify it for themselves. You hear some people go, no, I'm a Chinese, so on, so on, this. And then they'll just keep going with that whole narrative without even questioning. Say, is what this person really saying true and whatnot? You know? Yeah. So
the whole thing is that he was. It's all about the way that he brought out the statement. Racism,
Number one, eh?
Number one. That's racism. So he shouldn't have said that. He has the platform. He has the numbers. Why say such kind of things?
Yeah.
So even when you have the numbers and the platform, there are certain things you shouldn't say out, there's a certain way you shouldn't come out. Before you say them out or before it comes out of your mouth or your brain, like think of the reactions. Process it. So he didn't come out in a very good way. Yeah, that's me. And I wouldn't be in support to such. Not in support.
For me. When you talk about like Amakalads, I don't know like the particular person of like we watched the video. That person obviously, I don't think that's the first reaction or their first encounter to that reaction. I think I don't know about you or about you, but these guys are. What's the other word that they use for them? Is it Caucasian? Like,
they're mixed race.
Mixed race, yeah. So, but I'm a guys, but yeah, they're known to be very like violent, huh? Like
okay, but even that whole statement to say they're known to be very violent.
Yes.
Where did you get that from?
Okay, so we've lived with people like that in our communities.
Okay.
Yes.
So when you say our communities, you mean like here in Zambia?
Yes, here in Zambia.
Okay. So when you look at the colored population in Zambia, how big is that?
Not so big.
And even the colored people that you lived in proximity with, how big was that population?
And how close?
Yeah.
Are we talking about there were like tens of many colored families? Or maybe it's just one or two colored families that you're living in proximity with.
Okay, all right. When I was younger, I clubbed a lot. So to go like mama places. When I go like there's a very that's Django.
Yeah.
Django. That was like Hollywood.
Yeah.
You would find those guys there. Yeah. So like the whole thing is that no, you don't cross those guys. So that's the whole thing. So 1 or 2 times, of course, you'd see a guy who crossed those guys and see how they'll come together and how they'll deal with that issue and how tense it will be when they're in that environment. So you see, so that's where it's coming from with me. And by the way, I've had a very close friend he's a color, he's mixed race. Yeah, very good guy. Family very good. Family, we interact. They're not like that. So like that's when I was saying, so how have you lived with these people? So for me, I've seen that with that happening out of me clubbing, and the other parties are with me being friends with this person and knowing this person close up, very good guy. But yeah, so naena ngakalipa naena
okay, so here the thing is this. I think to a certain degree all of us have stereotypes of other races. But the danger with stereotypes is they come from an ignorant place. You cannot put one behavior that you've seen maybe with a smaller group of, because there are a lot of coloreds. Okay, even the ones you interact with, in the same way that there are a lot of black people. You cannot put the behavior of one. So, for instance, right, black people, or let's say white people, or whichever race, or even the Chinese, there's a certain demographic of black people they've interacted with. Some of them will form stereotypes. Maybe he got robbed by a few black people here and there, and then now they'll go around with that negative connotation, saying, no,
this is the way
all
they
black
are.
people are thieves.
Yeah.
That type of thing. You get what
like
I'm
that.
saying? So even in that whole scenario where this young boy was saying all of that, you see that I'm sure he has a lived experience with coloreds, okay? As to the whole incestuous thing, I don't know if he actually saw that or if that's something that he heard from somebody else.
Yeah.
Okay? But you cannot say that about a whole group of people. I think he's young. He's coming from an
So you think that
uninformed
statement
position.
is not true?
Oh, bro, that's not true. You can't say all colored people are incestuous.
Yeah.
That's like somebody, like a white person going on TV.
Oh
and
no,
saying,
like oh is not the word.
But that's what he was.
Yeah, that's what he
alluding to.
said.
Yeah,
So the
nah,
guy
nah.
was
Yeah.
like,
Oh is not the word.
Yeah.
Coloureds
and even
chow
just
each
say-
other.
Yeah, coloreds chow each other.
Oh yeah.
That's what he said.
Yeah. You know,
And the little girl was like, they're crazy.
they are
Like,
crazy. They are not all up there.
Oh,
so it's
okay.
like saying every
Like,
colored.
If you meet a colored, that's how they are. It's like a white person going on TV and saying, blacks. Fika bola.
Yeah.
They're thieves, man. They're bloody thieves.
Yeah.
You know, they're thugs. They got no brains. You know,
If one person
Yeah.
has now become
Yes.
like
you know,
bend the
if a
whole-
white person said that about black people, you'd be enraged.
hey.
You see that? But that's the same thing, and that's the unfortunate thing in this whole case. You know, he's doing what has been done to black people on another group of people. You know, you should know better because you've been a victim of this.
Yes.
Why then would you go and say that about another group of people to disenfranchise them like that?
Yes.
You know, that's the unfortunate thing. But when I look at that whole thing, you can tell. Like by chaba, like I think there's also like a component of trying to be controversial to get more numbers. But you see, these platforms, we must be responsible. We should not just create controversy for the sake of numbers. And you know, issue certain statements that are damaging, destroying, and inflammatory. You know, and can cause a lot of you know, serious issues because the colored communities up in arms there in South Africa, like they're really going through it, you know.
Yeah.
And like now that has caused to a certain level, it's caused a certain rift between colored and black people.
Yeah.
Because now I say, oh, so that's the way
That's
you
what
think
you think
about
about
us,
us.
you know, which is an unfortunate thing, and that's why these platforms, you must be responsible with what you say,
Yeah.
and you must be more careful about what you say.
What you say?
Because you are talking to a wide demographic of people. And
very
because
wide.
you are younger people as well,
Yes.
speaking on that podcast, you are talking to a whole bunch of younger people who are equally uninformed.
Yeah.
So now these younger people are going out with the wrong perception
Very
about an
wrong.
entire group of people.
Yeah.
You know? So it's unfortunate. And I think... yeah, they need to be more, the young guys on that podcast, like they need to be more educated about, you know, race and dynamics and even just the history of their country.
Yeah.
To understand like what some of these things are and where some of these preconceived notions or stereotypes come from. Yeah. And, you know, just be a bit more careful. Do more research about the things you're talking about. Don't just go and make statements like that. Yeah, so that's the Open Chats podcast. You know, it's tricky. Now they're young. I'm sure when they grow, they'll learn.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Because some people again don't change, you know.
You know, like speaking of that, like say, like what you're saying, like now they're young.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's this issue that I've followed between celebrities, American celebrities.
Yeah.
So there is this rapper, he's Offset, off the Migos.
Yes.
Yeah, and his wife. I think they're still legally married.
Cardi B.
Cardi B.
Yeah.
Yeah. So recently, I think he was also, he was on a podcast.
Yes.
So you're saying, so they asked him a question about, because he's been going back and forth with
her.
this lady.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what? So they've been trading shots.
Yeah.
So now they asked him, I don't know who he went to get like information from. Now I was like, you know what? This is going to be like, so now he says like, so after they ask him this question, he's like, you know what? I don't even think I should now, like, because it won't be fly. He said something like it won't be. So initially he says like in a few years' time, it won't be tafika pange sense if in there and up. Speaking of the mom, so tafika pange sense that time number yafika pakutati number take a serious na life. So I saw from that now, like, you know, because all these guys like are stars, they're up there. So, you know, it's very hard to convince somebody who's up there and who's still making millions. You know. So he said that, like, so, you know, so I won't talk about her. But then the ladies out there, and then, you know, all those things about these guys are still, you know, and these guys are still young. So.
And again, look, you know, there's the component of being young. But again, it doesn't alleviate you from the consequences. And that's something you need to understand.
So that, like, that, like, you so know, that's the thing.
Even you could be 12 and you steal something. Guess what, nigga? There's juvenile prison for you.
There's that juvenile part, huh?
There's juvie, you know? The whole purpose of that is to show you that there is a consequence to your actions and decisions. So even those young guys on that podcast. So apparently, one of the ministers in South Africa.
The Minister of Sports.
Gayton McKenzie. And I think his party. What is it? People's Alliance.
Yeah, People's Alliance.
Yeah, they actually filed the charges against those kids.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and he kind of came out, because a lot of people were kind of saying their sentiments were kind of like, oh, no, they're kids, don't do this to him. Don't destroy them and whatnot. But he was also kind of saying, no, we understand that. But if we don't teach them now or correct them now through letting them learn their actions were wrong by letting them face their full consequences, then we'll do them a disservice, because they will grow up and continue without having learned the lesson.
The lesson, yes.
Yeah, because there was no consequence for your bad action.
Yes.
Yeah. So you can be young, but it doesn't excuse you from facing the consequence of your actions. You know, it's like
you could be an example.
Yeah, you could be. You will be an example. Not you could be.
Some people get away with it. Sometimes you can get away with it,
but it's not always.
Not always.
It's not always. Those are few and far between. Those are the exception to the rule.
So you don't
and SA is different. It's a bit different. You know, so you're going to have those situations.
like just to agree, it's a different, like, SA is kind of different. What if someone now who is maybe of that race, I say, oh, this is what you said about us. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
You're gone. Just like that.
You know?
Yeah.
Literally.
What you gonna do?
And guys,
what you come back
freedom.
to? Yes.
Freedom is so sweet.
Yes.
Right now here, we're speaking here. There's no one waiting for us outside here. There's no one waiting outside here. I don't have any case on myself.
Thank you. Like, so now, if that guy is working in let's say in a place where
it would be hostile, man.
You won't be walking very free because of what he's saying.
Go to Cape Town
even when you apologize, it will be different for him now. He's like, okay.
And you know, like, even the whole apology thing he did was so bad. Like, you know, he went and said, no, they were coming for me. No, sorry, guys. No, we love you. What's this? Then he goes on to keep saying some more stuff. No, because, you know, colored guys, and, you know, they're very passionate, and, you know, they keep, like, allow it, bro. All you should have just said is, look, I'm really sorry.
Why don't say that again?
Yeah.
Like, okay,
so now it makes you look uninformed now.
But that's what I'm saying. I think abai chena be nabadi like but iko uninformed. So ni jet mind up a podcast. Mbokamba vintu vesi mzwapo ino. So mvikamba mwana chat of zapanga controversy of yara panga na.
It will bring more numbers.
But in the meantime, you're doing a lot of damage.
There's reality going on.
You can tell they need a bit more
orientation.
They need some media training.
That's not it.
That's why I'm guys. Research, streets is grimy out here. When that car,
they'll get you.
Come for you.
They'll get you for that.
Bro, have you been cuffed before? Have you been cuffed before?
not that cuff like I've spent the night in the thingy.
No, like
but not cuff.
The cops they come and pick you, like put you in handcuffs.
No. Unfortunately, lucky me. You've got a story to tell.
It's not a good feeling to be freedom
is sweet.
Freedom
is sweet.
But of course, I was
very necessary. Actually,
I was handcuffed on something that I never did.
We'll save that story for you.
So about to get
sounds like a very interesting story.
He's not about to implicate himself.
Please
right?
come for the next episode and
hear what happened to how brother Blessed ended up in cuffs.
You know what? Before listen to this
C5,
story,
not at one.
Let him not implicate himself again.
C5, you came and picked this dude in the night.
Okay.
Anyway, that's the story for the next podcast.
C5.
No, on the next one we'll get.
All right.
So that's that whole situation.
Yeah.
But I think for me the takeaway from that is it's a call on us people who've got these platforms to be responsible with the things we say, to make sure we don't injure other people in what we are saying deliberately or issue, very insulting and damaging remarks like that. Keep it clean, keep it classy, be informed, entertain your viewers, don't just, it's not controversy for the sake of it. Consider the people whose feelings are involved or the far-reaching consequences of what you're saying. So I think that's my takeaway from that. I hope the young bloods learn something from it, and they really do learn something from it. And avoid such situations.
I don't know how the youth are listening now, because we can say this. This is free knowledge, by the way.
It's free knowledge.
Oh,
go on, sorry.
So I'm not really sure how the youth are taking it these days. These days, it's about opinions. And sometimes not even about opinions. It's about just wanting to send a message according to how you're feeling.
Well, look, you can do all of that, but when the consequences come, touche.
So we don't want to have so many youths up in our facilities where you're not supposed to be. We need a lot of people. Engineering guys, we need a lot of people musician again number one. We need a lot of electricians, different. According to for this
True. So to the young people again, man, your feelings don't exempt you from facing the consequences of your actions. So you might feel at school, you might feel you airing out your opinion, but if that causes a situation where now you infringe on somebody else's rights and you could possibly get jail time for it, hey, guess what? You up next.
Or paying an amount that you can't afford.
And if your daddy ain't rich, you ain't got no money, you got no one to visit you there.
Chooks.
Hey.
Sometimes like when we're even speaking about these issues, like sometimes because these are real issues that the people out there. It's not like if you that's some of our friends who are dealing with these issues. So but mistakes, but some people are finding like, oh, I didn't know that. But then now they know. And then it's too late. And then now the law is already taking its course. And then guess what? There should be judgment.
True.
So So
and sometimes if you talk about prison, they look like they might be very far with you when actually they are close. It's just a simple mistake.
One shot.
You'll be like, oh my God,
how did I end up here?
And they might look like they are very far.
They say ignorance is not an excuse. So Smarten up. Don't be out here making rap songs. Saying all types of stuff and get yourself in a situation.
You know, I saw this clip about the rap song, huh?
Yeah.
So there's this producer and this rapper here. So this rapper here is busy saying like, oh, so what's the street just outside the street?
Mteza Road.
Mteza Road.
So in Mteza Road, I like found sunshine, and then there was like actual.
Scratch that, man. We not putting my street
Okay.
up.
So like
people pulling up.
all right. So like the street, huh?
Yeah.
So people talk about like our street here.
Yeah.
So people like this rapper is talking about the street that So this producer is there saying that, hey, like this is like an ongoing case, and then this song is going to be released.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether this is like a skit or something. So he's saying like,
is that in America or?
Yeah. So these are like Americans.
Yeah.
This is like a skit. So he's saying like, no, like the producer is there like, what?
Why are you saying that?
Like, why are you saying that? Like, that can easily get you like, this is part of the song. Like, let's go. Let's go. So like, you didn't know, like, you're implicating yourself.
Yeah.
That's an ongoing issue.
Yeah.
So you are saying you're actually there.
That's crazy.
But that's about quick check. So then we know I'll go for questioning. Yeah. So be careful with that.
It's tricky. It's tricky. So that's that open chat situation.
Yeah.
Hope everything gets resolved amicably, but also hope people learn from that. Especially the hosts themselves.
They should be fined. They should they should pay something.
There must be some consequence.
Yeah.
Should be a fine,
yeah. There must be some consequence. Yeah, so we move on to our next topic.
Yeah.
So this is about, I think is it a week ago or 2 weeks ago?
A week, I think.
About 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a week with some days.
Yeah, a police officer shot his wife and his brother-in-law.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then I think about a week ago again, another police officer committed suicide.
That's sad. That's sad.
I kind of just saw the headline on that.
Yeah.
Any idea why the guy killed his wife?
So the whole story, I think I read it. The whole story, I saw it on social media.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, the couple is from Solwezi. Solwezi. And the lady should be a civil engineer, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. He was working, I think, some company. I think they were in separation.
Okay.
They had some marital problems.
Yeah.
And they decided to go on a separation. But when they're still what? Legally married.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. So I remember that one. Solwezi, right? So when I read it, was it from Kalemba?
Yeah.
Yes. I think Kalemba's one that posted. So for me, the time that I read that was like the story it wasn't developed because I think it was the same day.
Yeah.
So they said like that issue wasn't so. So that's so about the dispute. I'm not really sure.
Okay.
What led to that?
Yeah. Actually, I've just seen here. It says, "What's this? The chilling incident which occurred and yet to be established circumstances
Kalemba?
yet to be established." So this is on a publication on Facebook. It's called Woodpecker's Digest.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. So the reason as to why that happened hasn't yet been established.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's quite unfortunate, and I think this is not the first case of a police officer shooting a partner of theirs.
No.
Yeah, I think there's been one or two others, but there's been some cases. Yeah. And because you see, the thing is now, I'm just wondering, like, okay, what went down? So the gun he used, was it from work?
Yeah, from work, of course. Because they don't have, he didn't have his personal gun.
Maybe he had.
No, but I think it's from work.
Yeah, and then also, like, he kills his wife, and then he also kills his brother-in-law. Like,
So then that guy was also involved in that,
Yeah.
So we don't really know exactly what
we
transpired.
really just speculating.
Yeah.
But
So,
it's unfortunate, and I was kind of having a discussion with somebody they're saying, I think police need to have psychiatric evaluations of the people
they deploy.
They deploy, yes.
Like on and on, right?
Yes.
It should be continuous.
Yes.
Yeah, like a continuous
like
thing.
it should be an enrollment. It should be part of the enrollment.
Yeah.
And an ongoing thing.
An ongoing. Because if it's just once,
points,
people
people
snap
change
all the time.
Some people snap at later times,
Yeah.
Because, these are people you entrust with this public safety and with these dangerous firearms and whatnot. And, you have some of them in town or wherever it may be, they'll be walking there with AK-47s.
Yeah.
Now, because of hearing such stories, like every time I see a cop with a gun in public, I walk the other direction.
Serious?
Yeah, because I don't know what state you're in, bro. I'm not saying...
What do you think would go down, man?
Bro, like... Hey, we
a lot of people have been passing that guy.
Yeah.
People have been passing by.
But what if you are the unfortunate guy who gets hit at that time when he just snaps? Anyway, I'm paranoid like that.
Don't you think that's your day?
Hey, I ain't trying to go out like that.
Over paranoid. Like for you.
That could be your day.
Like what you're saying, Mr. K. It's like what happened to me, I think, some years back. I'm moving in the night with a phone. Right?
Yeah.
Then two guys are coming my way.
Your way.
I'm putting on my headsets and
on
my
the
son
phone.
Ericsson phone. Remember? Then later on, I find myself down. Later phone.
You got
Too
jacked.
bad. It's a jacking situation now.
This time around, whenever I'm moving in the night, I see two guys coming my way. I'm changing my direction because I've had the experience.
You know what?
Yes.
Same with me.
So that's
literally.
Yeah.
But then this is the night.
Yeah.
Guys, you're seeing four guys every time. 4 guys approaching. You know what? These guys could either be walking in this direction. They could be anywhere.
Yeah.
Why are they walking? Coming?
Yeah.
And then who the only guys? It's like, you know what?
Switch.
That's what
it's an easy way out.
But you know, with me, I think it was around 1830. Yes.
So earlier, I would be so pissed, man. Losing my phone at that time. It's like, no. Should have been 23.
This time, we can be moving even at 18. Then I just see. Just the 3 of us.
I was dating good up, but I did that.
So I can't concur with you, Mr. K. So the moment you see a cop like, you might never know, maybe you're snapping up at you.
Yeah. You know, sometimes we find ourselves like, whereby, you can, you're in a Yango or something. You can literally drop me off here. I'll take a walk since, maybe Oshan. What about Watambo Kwenda, then Chava, I think, Kunganda Narafka correct. What up the face to ku, inshira Kunganda Nyuku. What up the face like this direction, you know, like, almost like even what around the sometimes it has to take that.
Yeah.
Because,
things happen, man.
Sometimes, these guys are in the bush. There's one thing that somebody told me, and that, but let me also just share, And the there's one that, guys are not dizzy. Nata, minds are in the bunch of but then, after somewhere, how come he need before? So he didn't know. So those 2 guys, maybe those are the guys that got his phone, but those the same guys that were with the same guy that is talking about this. So those guys, I'm waiting at a certain point. So no, after that in attack with the phone. So this guy, the one who's talking about this, is a guy that knew the guy who was being helped. So that, how come you guys helped me and then I didn't have my phone? So you see, so sometimes you could be walking, you can entice someone. Or if you know, but end of but I'm a pressure for you. You win.
Yeah.
Sometimes you entice people like that, but then they say if you're a thief, then you're just a thief, right? Have you?
Anyway, it's tricky, but with the cops, man, like, anyway, it's just my paranoia. Because, you know, especially now, I think we're living in a time where, like, stress, anxiety, and depression are at a very high level.
Yeah.
You know, so
building up.
When you're dealing with people in that line of work, I think you need to take extra measures to make sure that these people are mentally sound. Because these people are dealing with firearms. That could potentially become a very hazardous and life-threatening situation.
Could be.
So when I'm walking, typically that's how I'm thinking. You know, and it's not just like policemen, but even like, let's just say public transport. You know, you don't know how the homie woke up. We've seen some of these situations where dude just flips out, you know, and like he's there driving the police, he gets accosted by police, snaps, drives recklessly, ends up crashing the bus. Now you died because a nigga snapped. Like, you know, like that type of situation, you know, and even like these long distance guys, you don't know what pressure he's going through. You know, maybe at home things are not too good financially. His boss is also on his neck waiting for cashing. Because last time the cashing was short. If you don't, you lose your job. When already things are hard. This dude's been on the road 5, 6, 7 days. Like, so every time I get on the bus, I'm on edge. Like,
so imagine
this
now,
might be my last time. Like,
like, you know, if like if it. You don't go over at oh, if he just had to do that, this time it's okay.
Yeah, and there's a video clip I saw where like the way this guy was driving these big buses, these Marco Polos, like cruising, bro, like
doing some bad overtakes,
careless overtaking, you know. And there's even the other video which was even more devastating, where like he overtakes, then he sees that there's another vehicle coming towards him. And there's a vehicle behind him as well.
No,
and he quickly just goes back, and then the other vehicle gets hit by the oncoming vehicle. You know, like like, you know, those type of things.
Carrying people like that.
So people in some of these working situations, they need to be, you know, that kind of evaluation needs to be there. But the person I was having the conversation with was of the mind like, nah, you see, like that will be expensive, and it's not a crisis because the government doesn't deem it a crisis. You know. So, like, anyway, that's why.
It's not a crisis because
the government doesn't see it as a crisis.
See it like that, huh?
But that's one way to look at things, and what's this? But I'm more of a preventive type person. You know, certain things like every situation that becomes a big situation was once a small situation.
Was once.
And somebody once said, that's not an issue. Until it became an issue.
That's all right.
You know?
Yeah.
So certain things you have to see them in their inception, and it will be actually cheaper and easier for you to deal with the situation in its inception than if it manifests.
Manifestation.
Yeah, but anyway, looking at that situation again, like, you know, the whole situation, like, what do you think causes some guys, like, when they have these differences with their partners, especially like those people who've been married, maybe they even have kids. They have these differences with their partners, and, you know, what leads them to kill their partners? Because this has happened like a number of times,
especially with cops.
Yeah. And sometimes not even just cops, just guys. Like, you know, you hear, oh, he had divorced his wife. And what's this? Like, there was the other case some time back. I can't remember exactly. Like, this guy had divorced his wife and whatnot. Then he had custody of his kid at that particular time. So the wife was going to pick up the kid. Now it's okay, now I'm coming to pick up the kid. You've had your time with him. Now I'm coming to pick up the kid. And dude shot her. You know, shot her dead. Bang, bang. Just like that. You know, so what causes people to do that? Like, would you have any insight, man? Like, or what do you think causes that?
You got it's a lot of issues, huh? It's, it has to deal with a lot of things that the guy has been. It's either when he does that like unexpectedly, where people say like, we didn't even expect this guy to do this. So you've been keeping things to yourself. So mularo babiri And then to the people you show it like, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. That's what I mean.
Not sure.
Yeah. After or maybe you now show I'm alone in a foot again, guys. I've noticed like there are a lot of us. I'll just say us kind of men. And then like small scale.
Yeah.
Okay. The other people that get loans like each and every day of your life. You pay for this somehow. You know. Then maybe the guy he's had it. You know. Kuda na foot kuda foot kuda. Aremu foot fimbi. Na ena foot kuda muntu. Umpera foot ma problems.
Yeah.
Guess what? Nimbinafika po muntu. Sometimes bambe bantu pa bafika po tatuishiba. Lero nimbinafika po muntu. So yeah, it's different things.
My point. So what I'm going to say is the thing of maybe Nanamba first the point of saying with people that kill themselves, all right? Tafiamba vya popen. All right? There's at a certain point where you thought like,
well, not necessarily killing themselves, but killing somebody else.
Yeah. So my first point is I'll start with the issue of, let's say someone wants to kill themselves, all right? It doesn't come there and then. You've actually thought about it 3 or 4 times, all right? What people should know is that the universe has ears. The moment you think about it or say about it, it records, right? So it keeps on building.
Keeps that record, and you know.
So even these guys that kill their partners, he shot this one. Tafiamba vya popen. Even when they're fighting, parapen if first nkakuipaya. The first time you say that. Even the 100th time nkakuipaya. Even the time kachtika. You've been saying, you've been talking about it. Like the universe has registered, like, you've been saying that, let's fulfill like what the thing you've been saying. It doesn't. The other thing is that maybe some guys regret, like after whatever I've done for you, you just can't go free. I'm going to kill you.
I see.
Yeah, that's also something else.
Yes.
What I've done for you, you're saying now that you can just be okay?
Yeah. Are you just going to leave me like that?
You wanted to use me?
Yes.
So now, like, you can't
being
accept
used,
the reality.
Again, being used is not nice. In fact, feeling like you were used is not okay. And that feeling, it's dangerous because it might lead to someone thinking like, no, not me.
Me, I'll do this.
Not in. So better fear. Okay.
We send you to the grave.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
I think there's a component of it. You know, there's something I've been looking at for Bantu.
Yeah.
Like, there's something that happens to us when the reality that we have in our head or the perception of reality we have in our head is destroyed. We fail to cope. So because that reality is destroyed and we fail to cope, certain things happen in our head. We snap. So for certain people, you know, they even go into this whole situation where now, like, some people would develop split personalities to deal with that whole traumatic incident of their reality being destroyed.
Yeah.
So that happens, I think, when you hold too strongly to what your idea of reality is, and then it's fractured. So now when you get into these relationships, especially like guys, you know, to a certain extent, you kind of feel like the girl is your possession. Like, this is mine. You know, and you have those feelings of power or ownership over the girl. But when that reality is fractured in your head, you can now not handle the real situation at hand. So you snap, you know, and because that reality you built initially, you know, you had this reality to say, oh, I'm going to have this beautiful family with a beautiful wife, you know, everything's going to be good, and we're going to have that. And
that expectation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then once that is broken, and the reality comes now for real, like,
and you can't just take
like, she never did love you, you know? Like, you really just, you forced your, like, you know, like, she married you for convenience. And you can't accept that reality, you know. So I think to a certain extent, some of these things, like,
you know
our
what?
expectations also are a
If
bit
that-
too, you know,
Yeah.
we hold on strongly to certain expectations and perceptions of what we think things should be or how people should show up in our lives, and when they don't, it messes you up. And you know, you enter this little psychotic situation where you can't cope with the reality, and it's just like, no, how can this be the situation, man? No, it's not right.
Acceptance, very what it is so
Yeah, you know, that type of thing, you know. Or, you know, there are people who think like some guys think, oh, a woman, like I was saying, a woman like should be, she's my object. She's mine, you know, like she's supposed to do work for me, please me, and make me happy. How dare she leave me and just not do that? Like, how are you going to just leave and walk away from me and do that? And then, you know, you can't accept that she's an independent person. She has her own goals and aspirations, and she doesn't want anything more to do with you. That's like, no, that can't happen. You know?
Can't.
Yeah, and you know, it's not something unique just to guys, but I think a lot of guys are going through that because of the narrative we've had of women for a long time. That's my opinion. You know, the way we've looked at women and our relationship with women, you know, it's just like on a lesser extreme thing. Instead of killing somebody, you find there are those relationships now, maybe where the wife is doing better. Now him as the dude, he can't handle that because
he can't handle the pressure.
So you start beating your wife because you can't handle the reality of her
You
making
start
more
being
money
a
than
coward.
Just to add on what I was saying.
Yeah.
So just imagine, we're in grade 8, all right? We're in grade 8.
After grade 7.
We're in grade 8.
Yeah.
Very young.
Very young. New faces around.
Yeah.
All right? And there's this dude saying, but guys, kwenda check road, kudi z, motoka ipita, you grab the, like, you attack the car.
What?
There's somewhere where I'm going. He says that. In grade 9, like, he kept on repeating that.
Yeah.
All right? And at some point, this dude, we used to do some tradings together. Martial arts, of course. Later, I think that was when even after grade 10, we went separate ways.
Yeah.
Later in the future, this is a dude that made Vamo get cuffed for stealing a car.
Oh, yeah.
You see?
Oh,
Yeah.
In grade 8, he kept on
Talking about those things.
about
Yeah.
that.
So he's busy.
He's been meditating.
He's busy feeding that part of him that he's always had. That he's had those thoughts.
So my issue is that you are killing someone. It goes way back. Some people are saying, Zakupai.
So he was feeding that that thing all the time.
Zakupai.
Yeah, Zakupa.
Until you kill someone.
Yeah, time ya fika man.
You see?
That's
There's a lot to why Vamo. It's like,
Pakabalasta bamenya film.
yes.
Yeah. So
That's crazy. But it's unfortunate
Yeah.
that people have to go to that
very
that
unfortunate.
whole extent.
Yeah.
But I think the people with firearms in our country,
And you know
Yeah,
what?
the
yeah,
cops are-
firearms, doctors, nurses, those people with sensitive jobs. They need that psychiatric evaluation.
I swear, and I think that's necessary.
Yeah.
Every now and then.
Because even like
in
with
certain
nurses and
Yeah,
doctors.
because in certain situations, we've seen some of these videos where kapokola na koro fe cut rubbish na
With a
kwa
gun.
tene mfuti. Now, what psychological frame is that person in? to
He
be
can
dealing
snap,
with
but
it? Yeah.
so
Ngala sa abantu
Yeah.
pa ya pain, wamonaka.
out of intoxication.
So that's a very tricky situation. So we need to more needs
Check
to be
it
done
out.
on that, yeah. So that's that on the.
And the other thing, I think people that are married couples, when they separate, I think the best thing is go for counseling and accept that things have happened.
Yeah.
Accept it. But I think for some people, it's difficult for them to accept, like, okay, I've lived with this person maybe for 15 plus years. Then right now you want to divorce me? Like you want to let go of us?
Yeah.
After everything, after the time and everything that I've done for you.
Think about
They
it.
felt
It's a lot of
accept. So I think the best thing is going for counseling so that you.
Yeah, that's
you
also
get
like one of
helped.
those. Like
I
one of
think
those.
even just as we are growing, we need to change the whole narrative on relationships and
Yeah.
stuff. Like the way I tend to look at relationships is, and I'm not saying this is the correct way or anybody should do it like that.
Yeah.
But for me, the way I look at it, like if you're in a relationship with somebody, like, look, this is life. God has given you an opportunity to meet this person and be with them for this particular time. They are not your possession.
Yes.
They are an individual who equally have their own aspirations and dreams and whatever. It's your, it's your opportunity that you've met this person and you are sharing this time with them. If things work out and everything goes good, well and good. But if things change and somebody no longer feels the same about you, again, it's not easy to let go, but, if you have that understanding, I think you have a bit more maturity to let time heal, the whole situation. I guess time heals all wounds. You have a bit more maturity to step away and let that person go. Like, what's the DMX line? Like, if you love something, I'm not sure if he's the one who said it first, but I heard it from a DMX song. If you love something, let it go, and if it comes back, then it was truly yours.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's how I look at it. You can't possess people. People are individuals. Like, people are dynamic. They think what they think. Sometimes people just grow out of love. Their direction of where they're seeing life no longer matches yours. And you have to be able to be level-minded to understand that. And understand that to be a painful process, but it will pass.
True.
Yeah, but if we keep going with these whole narratives, no love, God, for life, for death, there's some
it's a covenant,
bruh. I saw it was love at first. Nah, man.
It's a covenant, bruh.
Hey, covenant.
Hey.
You see, like, the dude who killed the nurse in Serenge some time back.
Yeah.
No, we made a covenant. All those, no. It's not written in stone.
She got my blood, I got my blood. We put somewhere. These things are there somewhere. What do you think?
Meaning what?
No, we locked our relationship.
Meaning what now?
You can't go anywhere.
And these things are there in a relationship.
Okay, but if you're
don't say that.
But they're there.
Well, I just did.
Yeah, they're
And
there.
I'll say it again. I'm a covenant.
It's real.
Get out of here, man.
You get my blood, I get yours. We put it here.
You and I.
We get that thing, we put it somewhere. This is us.
This
is us.
We chill, we do what we have
Yeah.
to do.
We move on.
Life goes on, man.
Yeah.
It ain't that deep.
Unfortunately, how we think is not how everybody thinks.
Yeah, that's the
thing. Life teaches like all the time.
Yeah, but like I said, we need to start, because now we are living this thing.
Yeah.
But we also have to start finding ways to incorporating some of these ways of looking at things in our society. Because we can't just keep going with the script and if no, guys, things must progress in a positive manner.
So, but I think with me, I think my word of encouragement would be learning to accept when things happen.
Yes.
It doesn't mean when you've been with a girl for 5 years, maybe 6 years, then when things end, you fail to accept, like, after the whole time I've been with this guy or this girl, then why is she going to leave me like that?
Yeah.
You might maybe have lost your job. A lot of things. Learn to accept and cope with the environment, and with time, things are going to work out again. So that's my word of encouragement. Let's learn to accept when things happen and just go back again on the drawing board, and things will work out for you.
5 years, it's not easy.
So I know it's not an easy process.
It's not easy. But think about it. No. You see a problem here.
5 years we now going.
Don't
say that time we are never going to come back. Yeah, 5 years we won't tell you. People say, yeah, 5 years with you.
It was your time. I think
my
you've
time,
heard
my time, 5 years.
there are a lot of stories where, let's say,
man, like
serious.
there are a lot of stories where maybe maybe two guys were in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
The girl and the guy, of course. Then after 5 years, you break up. Then the next 3 months, why some what? The girl's married.
Yeah.
Next what?
Yeah.
Next 3 months.
Hey, you just had your turn, bro. You just had your turn.
Yeah.
She
So
was
you
never
get
really
it.
yours.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that's how
Ushata
we are.
mumva bro ati
Hey,
ukunama said so.
Now wake up.
and sorry, and
Are you
Why
going
you
through
laughing,
that,
man?
bro?
Why you
Monica
laughing?
Warren, bro.
have
Why
you
you
been
laughing
through
so
that,
much?
bro? Have you been through that? Like, did you date someone for a long time and like they just
No,
cut
no,
it off?
like not me. Like like I've been with somebody like for like 3 years.
Yeah.
But like, I'm thinking like now like 5 years.
5 years.
Like yeah. And
Picture
then like
7.
imagine like maybe me I was been like but like you have someone like 5 who's been consistent with someone.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not easy. I think even the viewers in the comment section, please comment the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's been your experience?
Share your experience with that. But like
your
it's
heartbreak story.
Hey, shish, that's
No,
crazy.
but like
man.
I'm here. Like I
We're
think
accepting.
I've been in a relationship maybe for I would say 5 years.
Yeah.
Then we went our separate ways, man. Like think like
You're constantly with this person.
Yes.
This was like a person.
man, a lot of guys knew the same girl. Like but with we went our separate ways.
You might have been falling out or like in the 4th.
Yeah?
And then the 5th was just like something
Yeah,
like now
the
just,
final
like just to say like
break.
you know like this is not working.
Yeah.
And then there's that like boom. Bruh, we are hearing these stories every day, man. 5.
You it. Boom. Boom.
That's what
That's the
I
that's
understand.
the one.
No,
That's the one.
yeah.
That's the one that
Anyway,
leads
like,
to
I
someone
get
now
what
doing something. Like like doing
Oh
something
my
now.
God.
What you're not expecting
Yeah.
now. That's when you go out of character now.
So now, like
that's
with me, my
crazy.
experience was that it's me that worked out. So even when I was telling yo, me and you, we can't work out. Like
Oh, so it was on her side.
me, I'm the one that left.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
it
the
was-
impact was more on her.
So you didn't feel nothing.
Yeah.
This
So
guy
you-
is saying
yeah,
this
yeah.
guy didn't feel nothing.
He was one dishing it.
Do you believe in karma, man?
Yeah, I was leaving.
You believe in karma, man?
You know, I think that concept of karma also, there are certain ways, like,
There's
If you
certain
believe
things.
karma is
Yeah,
happening,
no,
man.
no, maybe I don't believe that, bro.
You don't?
Nah.
Good,
There's a lot of people who would have gotten, there's
But I
certain
also
people who've
believe
done
in
some
that,
atrocious
yeah,
things,
like that,
and
yeah.
they live their life.
I
and they
don't
just-
think that it just happens.
I think
like
there are
that.
certain things that you
Yeah.
yourself when you're doing, you're like, I think this can come back on me. Then there's that
Yeah.
guilty conscience.
Yeah.
Yeah. But with this, I was like, no, I think we can't like. I'm down.
Damn, that's cold, bro.
We are like, I'm going my way.
Oh, so you on the other end. So you can't really
Moses.
speak to that.
Eh, shisha. Not.
He just denied.
Naenda.
Speaking of that, like just like to seal, just
Yeah.
to seal this off, like they will move on. To Do you think there's a better way of telling your
Breaking
partner
up.
that
No.
there's no better way?
There's no better way. Whichever, it's like
Try
when
to
it-
construct
Ow,
a sentence saying this thing to someone
it
that
will
you
still hurt. That
There's
process
no
cannot,
better way.
That
Whether
process-
you say
okay,
it
yeah,
or you
I
do.
think there are better ways,
Yeah.
but the pain will still be felt.
Yes.
Yeah, because again, in ways in which that pain can now be magnified. There's let's say somebody can have the courtesy and decency to sit down with you and have a conversation and say, look, I think this is not working. It's off. That will hurt. Then there's now just like you're trying to boom, where you just see someone's
Unexpected.
getting married.
Yeah.
Like,
3 months.
now that's cold blooded.
That's trauma to someone.
Yeah,
Because
it
somebody,
is traumatic,
for 2 years or ama years for you have so
Yeah.
they could be having it.
No, that's
I
what-
tell you, guys.
I'm a bang.
like
I
for
know
real.
bang guy.
Huh? That's something that will mess you
So
up.
now you know what? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like after when I came off that relationship that I was in for 5 years, sasanga number injury. I was like, I think hapa number ni mfika hapa. Alright. Then I was in uni. So now what used to happen is that we never used to meet often because I was in school.
Yeah.
She was this side. Alright. I was like, so most of the time when it closed, of course, we meet and ABCD. So you know what happened this time around? It's like, I've closed. Can you come through? I was like, not a problem. The next morning, I sent her transport, man. Then, he didn't fit.
Hey.
12.
Ah.
So
what is happening?
What is happening? So I was like, that's how I left that day. Went to the studio. Then later on in the evening, that's when I called. Like, hi, like you haven't showed up. What's the problem? Like, no, I went at the clinic. What's the problem?
Women.
Yeah. I'm pregnant.
Oh.
Hey.
So now the thing was like, because I think we were in a relationship, I think for a year.
Yeah.
Then we never did anything. Yeah. My question was like, me and you've never had a thing. So
yeah, who's the
hell?
who is responsible?
Yeah.
Such a dude. I was like, Mueres. So it was just okay.
Wait. Let me get this right. Yeah. Did you break up with your previous chick because of this new chick?
Yeah. Yeah. That was the reason. Like, yeah.
Okay, now that's karma.
Some karma to you, man.
Why is it that I just didn't stay that side?
Yeah. Wait, okay. Now I've got more questions, man. Like fish man fuide, if you me send it.
Sometimes decisions we make off excitement, but relationship. I was like, I think.
How old were you then?
I was just maybe it was 20. I was when should be maybe 23, 24.
Okay. No, I understand. You're like at that age, you're not thinking. Yeah. There's a certain way you're reasoning. Yeah.
Bruh, come to 29, 20, 30, 31, 32.
That now, bro. You need to be smacked.
Yeah.
So that was the thing, like.
Yeah.
So I left the chick, and this chick, she was being hammered somewhere else. So I made my thing was like, I think hapa mai nafika. I think ndiye nenzo sakira ndiye yame. Maisha mapenzi ngati ndiye yamene ngati wakambati ndiye yamene. Yeah, so that's the case. So
cold, man. Nah, you got yours, man. They did you a chikam. But anyway, just one last thing for me, then maybe we can wrap the episode up.
Yeah.
I think a strong component of these relationships and things is most of us, we rush into relationships without understanding them, or even before we understand ourselves. Before we understand ourselves, before we add any value to ourselves. And sometimes we go in there with this whole immature notion, the other person will fix me, or things will fix themselves. Or you just don't even know that you've got issues. So we get into these things and then they don't work out. But essentially, you should spend some time with yourself. You can kind of date and whatever, maybe just have some experience or meet new people. But when you start getting a bit older, and mature, you need to find time to discover who you are. And then also find time to appreciate yourself and love yourself. Because when you don't, that's when problems start. That's when now you try to look for meaning in other things, like other people. You want to overpossess people because on your own, you feel like you're not enough. You always need something external to validate your being.
True.
So you need that period where you go through and grow and appreciate yourself. Be able to stay even 1-2 years without, being in a relationship. And that energy itself, like there's something about it that's very attractive. If you're a man, women, they'll sense that. Like, why is this guy so calm? Why is he so secure? Like, why does he move the way he does? He doesn't have that sense of urgency to please me or tell me what all these other people are. Because if you are in that desperate mind and you will say all sorts of things and act like a certain way. And, women are sensitive. They'll suss it out. But even on the men's side, if we reverse it, if it's like a woman, there's a certain way, like somebody who's confident and, they really understand themselves and they carry themselves a certain way, which is very attractive. And at that point now, you get into a relationship with somebody if you feel like, it's like, what's that, Miles Monroe was saying, like, The problem with a lot of these relationships is that you are nobody, and then you go and get in a relationship with nobody, and then you think it's something when it's nothing. So you have two nobodies who got in a relationship and nothing came out of it.
Yeah.
So you should be somebody going into a relationship, because now you're going with value. You're going as your best self. You're not going there with deficiencies.
wakumpauka
na relationship yako
atupeza muntari cheburi urakumpauka
nachuchuka nasira
watamanga boss peza ile ni cheburi tamanga
then now you come with all that stuff in there and it can't work. So spend some time. I see some people like, you just come from a relationship quickly upone na muri
kuti nokubaweka mwana wati minga waweka ngaine nishtabale but then so that also has to deal with loving yourself first.
Yes, that's
the most important thing. You love yourself,
and again,
bro.
Like some of these things, these words, we just throw them. Loving yourself. Some people don't know what it means.
Yes. No, we need to break it down.
Yeah.
You need to learn to live with yourself.
You'll be selfish, but you'll be selfish.
Not in that context.
So I'm just trying to give like a context to that. So that some people really don't really know. Like, love yourself, love yourself.
No,
what does it really mean?
No, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. Just take some time to appreciate yourself.
Appreciate yourself. Invest in yourself.
Yes.
Put yourself first sometimes.
Yes, put yourself first to a certain extent. Then when you get in a relationship, don't expect other people to complete you or
True. I think that's the other major point is like a lot of people expect a lot when they get into a relationship.
Just calm down.
Expectancy is so high.
Yes. And the other thing is that when you get into a relationship, this is a new person that you're getting to know for some time. Leave some room for disappointment.
So you love yourself. I think maybe we can go into it like another episode, go a bit deeper into it as to what that means.
Very
exactly.
special.
Maybe
because you do have a point. Because we can just say, love yourself. What does it mean? Can we put actionable steps to love yourself?
Because there are certain words that we hear all the time.
Yes.
Love yourself, work hard,
shiny.
Certain words, or even a kid, just work hard. What does that mean?
What does that mean? No, you're right. You're right. You actually have a very good point.
Work hard, busy, ukumba, ukumifio mfolo, then at the end of the day, bakupasa cheten kwa at work hard.
Work hard, I don't know exam. We're waiting up to 04. Okay. But you've worked hard the previous night. In there now, you fail now because now you're sleeping in there.
No, I get what you're saying. That's a very valid point.
True.
You need to dive into some of what those things mean. Yeah. So anyway, I think we can wrap it up. It's been a good one, especially after having a little hiatus of Pagatapa.
It's
been
a special
one. But we back.
We're
not going anywhere.
We never
tuned.
My haters wenzona jamona tenzomuzani kasida ka podcast kabwera the next week zakabwera na next year na foot mpaka drama zikambonge no. Anyway, thank you for watching this episode of the Land of Work and Joy podcast. We hope you had a good one, man. Put your opinions in the comments on some of the topics we've been talking about. Feel free to suggest what you might want us to talk about as well. That also helps us come up with content that you guys like. Like, subscribe and share. Let's discuss. Let's keep these conversations going. We're growing. We're trying to learn more from you. We're always learning. Trying to give you the best. Trying to be the best as well. With that said and done, gents. See you next time.
Peace.
All right.